Okay, question 32. Triangle ABC is the image of ABC under a 90-degree counterclockwise rotation about the origin. In what quadrant would A prime, B prime, C prime be located? So because you're going to go 90 degrees, my original triangle was here. If I'm going 90 degrees counterclockwise, remember counterclockwise would come this way, so I'm going to bump it up into the first quadrant, which would be A. Okay, number 33, it says if triangle ABC is rotated 180 degrees, what would be the coordinates for point B? So we need to find out what point B is. That looks to be like 4, -5. So for me to be 180 degrees, both of these will change. So now it will be -4, +5. Okay, which would be D. Okay, 34. That gave us the equation -4 times 2 plus -9 divided by 3 plus 5. Now, I don't really like looking at it this way. First of all, I don't like that X there. Don't like the slash here for the divide. Okay, so now I'm going to do any multiplying that I have first. So I'm going to do this. So that's -8. I'm going to do any division I have, which is right here. Now I'm going to add the first two that I come up to. So it's -11 and now -6. Okay. 35. It says if 2 pounds of apples cost $4.25, what is the cost of 7 pounds of apples? Well, I'm going to set up a proportion, pounds over cost. So I have 2 pounds that are $4.25, and that is equal to my 7 pounds over X. I'm going to actually work this out, so that is 2X is equal to 7 times $4.25. So 2X is equal to 29.75. And when I divide both sides by 2, I get X is equal to, now I'm talking money. This is what I got. And money is 2 digits after, so this has to round that up. So my answer would be $14.88. Okay. Now 36 says Taylor has $150. She bought some clothes and they were $190 before tax, and she needs to know which discount she needs to use so she can actually buy all the things she wants to for her $150. So one thing you can do is take your 190, times it by 0.10. This is your 10% as a decimal. So you get $19. That's what her discount's going to be. So now you need to take 190 minus 19, so that gives you 171. Well, she only has $150, so that one will not work. So now I'm going to do the same thing with my 20%. When I subtract here, I get 152. I'm very close, but she still doesn't have enough money. I'm going to go to my 25%. Here I would have enough money. Okay, and because the 25% did, even when I go and multiply by the 30% off, that's going to be more of a discount, so I know at that point. But let's just look at it. That's going to be $57 off, and when I subtract, I'm going to get 133. Okay, so the two percentages that I want was 25% and 30%. Okay. 37, it says a pack of Starburst has 3 pink, 2 red, 4 yellow, and 3 orange. What's the probability of picking an orange, putting it back, and then picking a pink? Well, there's 3 orange over a total of 12. And I'm going to draw another one, a pink one, And again, that's 3 out of 12 because I put this one back. So I could do two things. I can either reduce and then multiply, or I can multiply, okay, and then reduce. Now, if you don't see that 9 will go into both, that's okay. If 3 will, you get this, and then you can reduce again by 3 and get 1 over 16. So either way, you would get an acceptable answer. Now, 38, you have r minus 16 over 4 is equal to 12. Here's your variable. You have two operations going on. You need to get rid of the least attached, which is this 4. That means we're going to multiply by 4. So this cancels off, leaves you with r minus 16, and 12 times 4 is 48. Now we need to get rid of the 16 by doing the opposite, and so r is equal to 64. Okay. Number 39 we couldn't do. They didn't really change my formula around. And so now we're down to 40. It says which ones are perfect squares. Remember, perfect squares says what number times itself, okay, gives me 100. So that would be 10. Okay. 200 is not a perfect square. If you actually did the square root of 200 on your calculator, you would get 14.14. So that's not a perfect square. 81 is a perfect square. That's 9. 125, if you do that, that's going to give you 11.18, and it continues, so we know that's not. 25, that's 5 times 5, and then 56 is 7.48. We know that's. So the only ones that are perfect squares would be your 100, your 81, and your 25.